he had sold his soul. People said, you know, this man has plays so well that he sold his soul to the devil to play. Very often, the passages, the most virtuoso passages, are the passages most identified with the devil. That virtuosity itself becomes a metaphor, as it were, for the devil's seductive powers and for the Faust's pact with the devil. Because Liszt, like all 19th century artists and many 20th century, I think, saw himself as Faust. And his pact with the devil was his virtuosity.
I like enormously his devil side, his diabolic side.
Stabilize himself and to make the turn to become composer. He stopped piano playing practically and started a second life as a composer. He was around in his 40s, I think. This is a tremendous decision.
À mon avis, ça doit être très court.
C'est pour qu'on entende un peu plus l'harmonie.
A believer that the piano can do anything, although he concedes in the case of orchestra, it doesn't always do the tempo of the orchestra, but that the 10 fingers of the pianist can do anything.
What does the piano have to do that it had never done before to accommodate this work of Beethoven? If I try to think about the idea that transcribing an orchestral work for piano is like translating a work of art, like a poem, from one language to another, I think one thing they share is that preposition trans, and translation, strictly speaking, does not exist.
Considered by foreigners a Hungarian artist, and then Hungarians love to be seen as Hungarians, and then we appreciate.
He didn't speak a word of Hungarian?
No.
Not at all? Maybe he wasn't even Hungarian.
His vocal output was put in the background, and I am, as a musician, a choral conductor, and I must tell you, his choral music is fantastic.
Wagner had an enormous influence on Liszt, just as Liszt had an enormous influence on Wagner.
I think he's much more advanced than Wagner in his time. That was the reason why Wagner didn't come along with his last pieces anymore. It seemed to be mad stuff to him.
Liszt'S crescendo. You are the great Napoleon the first, second, third, fourth. You are Byron. Wagner says, I am the greatest. Liszt says, yes, you are my son-in-law.
Franz Liszt lived here. Time and again he returned to Villa d'Este, where he composed some of his most beloved compositions. Later in life, the villa offered him consolation in his solitude, and there he composed unique works. Vous aimez Liszt?
Non.
Pourquoi?
Je n'aime pas Liszt.
Did Liszt write La Campanella?
Nie, to tak.